What is up, everybody? 03 Canadian F5 here with episode 5 of Tuning and Hooning, my YouTube series where I build replicas of real life for famous cars and turn them into drift cars in Forza Motorsport 4. So what you see here is actually my replica Team Need for Speed S14 driven by Formula D drifter Matt Powers. So today we are going to be building the Mustang Cobra police car from the video, the YouTube video called Motorcycle vs. Car Drift Battle 2. So we're going through the Fords here, looking for the correct body style Mustang. And unfortunately, the only Cobra that's available to us is the Cobra R. I use, unfortunately, loosely, because it is a superb car. I still haven't decided if I want to supercharge this car because the car in the video was supercharged because the car that they started with was a Terminator Cobra. And some people might not know, but the Cobras that came out of the SVT shop that were supercharged were nicknamed the Terminators. So I'm a big fan of naturally aspirated engine builds. I find that the torque and horsepower curves are they're a lot smoother. The power band's just easier to use. I find having a turbocharged engine, the boost spike or the boost slide can really come back and bite you in the ass when you're trying to drift if you give that a little bit too much throttle. A lot less room to play. So step one is to paint the car. Just the base color, which I decided to go white. Because it's going to be a police cruiser, the roof of the car and the doors have to be white, while the front and rear quarter panels have to be black. The trunk and the hood have to be black, rear and front bumpers as well. So if we start off with the white base coat and then black hood, it should make things a little bit easier. So the next step, we'll go check out the powertrain and engine swaps. Drivetrain. What's kind of neat about this car is we can actually put an all-wheel drive drivetrain in it if we wanted to. I'm going to stick with the stock engine. Over the, here's the supercharger. Still undecided. Like I said, I like to try and get to my horsepower goals in a naturally aspirated build. But you know what? I think we're going to change it up from the video and we're going to do a naturally aspirated build on this car. So now to try and reach our horsepower mark. So I always start with the exhaust intake camshaft like you would on a normal real car. Let it breathe a little bit better. Now we're going to toss some more fuel at it. More spark. Work the valve train over. So we're trying to get as close to 600 horsepower as possible. The other thing with keeping superchargers and turbos off of the engine is it's still less weight. So you're making the same amount of horsepower with less moving parts, which is less weight, which means better weight distribution. And an even weight distribution will usually, the closer you are to a 50% weight distribution, the more balanced your car will be. I have a Chevy Corvair Monza that I built just for the fun of it, and because it has a 46% front weight distribution, it's actually a very challenging car to drift with. It's a lot of fun, but it's challenging at the same time. Because it's got a lot of grip at the back. It's a rocket in the corners because of the amount of grip that it has. So I've actually sped up this portion of the video, as it took me a little while to find a set of wheels that are similar to the ones on the car from the video. Unfortunately, we don't have any 5-spoke concave wheels in this game. And we're gonna end up with the Motegi or Motegi or Motegi or Motegi. Somebody will correct me. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced, but the Tracklight 2.0s. They're not concave, but from the side they are very similar to the wheels on the car. So we'll just check out the different Aero parts. That's ugly, ugly. That's too Celine for this build. So yeah, I think we'll stick with stock. Yeah. So now the car in the video actually has a stock Mustang GT or V6 pony package, rear spoiler on it, not the Celine. So we'll take this Razzie because it's the closest one to the stock. And yeah, we're gonna keep the stock rear bumper. Side skirts, why not, right? And we'll change up the hood a little bit from the video too, just because I like that one. I'm looking at the actual image of the car right now, which I'm actually using different points of the video that I've paused to just get a good... Because the pictures that you find online of the car are not actually that great. But I'm looking here and it's got some sponsor vinyls along the actual side skirts of the car, and making little sponsor stickers like that, what a lot of people don't realize is that they can be really time consuming. I can spend up to an hour on a sticker. I spent up to an hour on the badge that's on the fender of this car. I think it was right around an hour on that part of the car alone. So this is a 2-hour long paint job that I have cut some BS out of in hopes of keeping your attention. The video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but bear with me and you'll get to see the important parts of the painting process. Right on. So there it is, fading in. The complete, well, not quite the complete. I probably cut out about 50% of the boring stuff of that paint process. In all, I think it took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we'll go with an hour and 45 minutes into this paint job. I've tried to make the paint job as close to the original as possible. I got a little lazy when it came to using the actual sponsorship decals. I wasn't going to spend an hour on each decal making GoPro logos and the different logos that you find on the actual side skirts in the video. As far as color coordination, I got as close as I possibly could. And now with my past paint jobs, I've actually been messaged with a couple of people wanting unlocked versions of these paint jobs. Unless you're prepared to give me 20 million credits, I'm not selling any unlocked paint jobs for these cars. The reason is, ultimately, I don't want them ending up in other people's storefronts, because I am the one who put the time and effort into making the paint job. People may not like the Ontario license plate, but like I said, I put my own little spin on the car here and there. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'd really love it if you were to like, comment, and even subscribe to my channel. The keyword for my storefront is CanuckCustoms. It's right there. And feel free to follow me on Facebook. So we'll see you guys in episode 6, where I actually tune and take the car out for a quick shakedown run and out into an open lobby. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next time.